thank you for clicking on my video. Anyway, it's Kathy Jo, y'all, and today I want to let you know I'm collaborating with my good friend Missi from Crafty Cove. She is amazing, y'all. She is so sweet and so funny, and she lives in Kentucky, so she's picked up Kentuckian accent. I don't remember where she's from, but it's not as Appalachian as this terrible thing I've got going on. I don't know why I'm talking about it, but anyway. I'd appreciate if y'all go check her out. You will not be disappointed. She's amazing. She's the best person. And seriously, she is so funny, but she's a bit quiet, more reserved on her video, but she still laughs and giggles and has a good time. But she's very creative. And she's doing an Amazon, maybe 2 Amazon gift card giveaways. I can't remember. So y'all go check her out. Maybe you can get in on that giveaway. I hope y'all enjoy the video. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate y'all immensely. And at the end of this video, I show my Christmas trees. But I didn't show them in the stand. If you take one of the little wood pieces from Dollar Tree, you know, those little round wooden pieces. I had one here somewhere. Or go in the yard and cut up some sticks. Have your husband, if you're scared to, take a drill and down in there and put your little trees down in there, and they stand up and the cutest can be. But anyway, sorry I've chatted so long. I got one thing left to say. Let's get on with the video. Okay, y'all. Right here, I got a pack of those black nylon, like, stretchy socks from the Dollar Tree and a bag of black beans. Okay, I'm just going to take one of the socks and I'm going to put it down in that cup to help it hold it up better, so I can dump the beans in there. And I used an entire bag of beans. And stretch my sock out there, get them all down in there real good. And I put it back in the bag, and I'm going to take some polyfill. Y'all can put anything in there. Material, plastic bags, it doesn't matter. Anything you want. And I'm going to twist it up and take a rubber band and put it on there as tight as I can. I think y'all know where I'm going with this. Look, I'm not a fan of gnomes. And I've been making them for some of y'all that like gnomes. But here lately, I've been digging them. So I got that tree skirt last year at the end of Christmas for $2 from the Dollar General. Now, on the outside, it feels like sweater, and I'm wrapping it around my little gnome's head, and everything's fine and dandy, and I think that's pretty. And then, it's felt on the inside. Anyway, I just cut me off a piece for a hat. Y'all know how I am about this stuff. Yeah. Anyway, so, yes, if you don't like the feeling of that, just get you some gloves and put them on, and, yeah, you can touch it then. It's not as bad. And I'm just going to cut off my little Velcro things right there. I don't know what they're called. Velcro strips. And I'm going to roll it up to see how I'm going to want my hat to go. Now, yeah, take some hot glue and glue up that side. Or if you can sew, I can't sew to save my life. I can sew a button on, but that's it. Y'all don't want to see me sew anything. It would be crooked as a dog's hind leg. So, anyway, after I get it all sewed up here, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to try. There's Jessie Jane. She's rotten. Anyway, I'm going to make sure it's going to fit his little head. And I'm going to make it loose because the beans and stuff will make your bag move. And I want it loose because, of course, I want it to go over top of his little nose. Now, I just tacked it down right there to make sure that's the right place. And I wrapped it up real good, and I hot glued that, and I wrapped it, and instead of cutting it off, that excess material right there, material, I just glued it all the way, and made it was big and thick, but I tell you what, because of that, it stands straight up if you want it to. Y'all, I believe I just made the cutest thing ever on YouTube. This thing's adorable. So anyway, you can take one of them dust mops from the Dollar Tree, and use that as a fuzz. There's a SKU number. I used those a lot last year for Christmas. But I'm going to take this tree skirt, because some of y'all told me you ain't found them tree skirts yet. But you can make a gnome's hat and all this jazz out of that tree skirt. I'll show you the reason why I wanted to use that tree skirt there, that big one. Gee whiz, I'm saying tree skirt a lot. Don't take a drink. I don't drink. But if you drink, don't take a drink every time I say tree skirt. Anyway, I'm going to take that fur that I cut off of that other tree skirt and glue it on that tree skirt. Anyway, I don't know why. So, and then I'm going to take an extra piece of my little sock air. Now, all this is going to make sense to me. Just stay with me, y'all, because I'm telling you, even if you're not a fan of gnomes, you're going to love this little dude. I don't know what to name him yet. Anyway, so I'm going to glue the edge of that sock together. Make sure you keep it hollow out in the middle. That's why I'm using that spatula to make sure it didn't, like, close up. I didn't glue it all the way because sometimes I'm a klutz and I can do that. Yeah, so now I got my mop from the Dollar Tree. Now, almost everything in this video came from the Dollar Tree except that big red and white tree skirt. I believe that was the only thing. Oh, and the polyfill. The beans even came from the tree skirt. So, I got pieces of my mop there, and I'm just folding it over and cutting it in half. And you could probably cut it in thirds. I know I cut it way too long. And I laid a string down, and I'm just going to glue them all down to that string. And I'm taking some extra pieces there, and I'm going to unwind it because I end up using those extra pieces for a couple of things. Yeah, well, I think I use them for, no, I don't know. For a couple of things, like I said, I can't remember. I'm just unwinding his beard there. And I got that bead, I forgot to show you that bead. I painted it in a peachy color, skin color, and I'm just going to glue that down for his nose. Yeah, look at those booties. That's what I was talking about. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Can you believe it? There's a SKU number. Those come from the Dollar Tree. Oh, my gosh. They had 2 pair of them, and only one of them looked like that. The other one was different. And I thought, oh, I got that tree skirt. Y'all, look. Look at my little dude. Oh, my goodness. Oh, and he's not even done yet. Those booties just made it. Oh, my goodness. And y'all can make booties. Remember I showed you in my Christmas tree gnome video, you can make booties. Anyway, that's probably what I'm going to do to get some more of those, like that kind. Anyway, so I left that string long to tie his beard on to see how long I was going to leave it with his boots on. His boots are made for walking. Anyway, I wanted my beard thicker, so I just took some of that mop that I'd unwound, anyway, and glued it across there to make it thicker for me, because I just thought it was too thin. Y'all don't have to do that. And then I take another piece and glue it across there. I kind of wish I hadn't did that. I kind of wish I just cut it all even and then put it on him, but you know, the damage is done. I already done it, but he still turned out adorable. But if I did it again, I wouldn't glue an extra piece on. I'd just trim it up at the top and make it all nice looking. So I'm taking all those ones I unwound and an extra one, and I take a mop, full piece, and tie it right down the middle of that stuff, and trim it up, and fold it over, because I'm going to make my pom-pom for the top of his hat. Yes, I am. Sorry, y'all, my mouth is dry. I need drinks. Anyway, you just keep trimming it until you get it as big or little or fluffy or unfluffy as you want. And when you open it up, if you got big long strings hanging down, just cut them off. So I cut down the piece tied it up with. Take some hot glue, rude, and glue it right to the top of his hat. And now we're back to the little other sock piece. This is going to be his arms. Sorry. I took some polyfilm, put it in there. My dang allergies are killing me. Excuse me. And you could use just that mop beard trimmings. I should have used that, but I didn't. But anyway, I cut it in half, and I put that polyfill in it, and then I took extra pieces of that tree skirt, wrapped it around the end of it, put some rubber bands on them. And my confusion, you see, I just threw some of that beard in there because that arm wasn't as full as the other one. These are his little mittens. After I rubber banded on there, I trimmed them up, make them look all nice and cute. I'm sorry, y'all. Putting his hat on, he tickles me. Oh, my goodness, y'all. Anyway, So now I know where his little beard's going to go. I'm going to cut off that string right there that I had tied up around his head. And we're just going to hot glue his beard down. Oh, goodness, y'all. Y'all are going to die. I can't even with this. I can't even. Oh, it has to stop. Y'all, make sure you go check out my friend Missi. Anyway, so I put his hat on. And I'm just going to tack it there to his nose. Not tack it. I'm gluing it down real good. And I'm not going to glue the rest of the hat on yet because we got to put his arms on up underneath his hat. Oh, my goodness. And I put the seam on the inside where you can't see it. You know what I'm saying? Because it had that seam where I glued it. And I just flattened it out and laid it where it's laid against his body. You can't see it. So I glued his little arms up under his hat. Oh, goodness, y'all. I don't know why. I gotta stop. Y'all just, I'm laughing there. I'm giggling at him. And we're just going to tack our hat down all the way. You're going to want to do that so he don't lose his stuff. He get cold out in the winter. Look at him. They're just... Look at his mittens. Y'all, I can't. Look how big our hat is. I'm sorry. I love him. I think I'm just going to name him Dude. Look at him. Oh, I got to stop. I'm sorry. This is my friend Missi from Crafty Cove. Y'all need to see. Look at her stuff. How pretty. I mean, she is so very, very talented. Look at her, them Christmas trees. Oh, sorry. I'm making a mess. I know. I'm trying to show y'all. Anyway, seriously, check her out. You will not be disappointed. I absolutely love her. She is amazing. She's the sweetest thing. And y'all, just show her some love and let her know I sent you. Okay, y'all. Right here, I got these things from the Family Dollar for $1, which, as you know, Dollar Tree owns Family Dollar. So the new Dollar Tree Pluses is just going to be like Family Dollars. You can go there and get the same things now. Anyway, so they're cut down all of them 6 inches because I was going to do something else after I discombobulated them stuff. Then I changed my mind. So I'm going to cut, okay, that one's going to be 2 inches, which cut in half. No, I'm lying. 3 inches. It's 6, 4, 2. 6, 4, 2. 2 inches. And then the pieces that was left over worked out good for me. Them little that piece I just laid down, they was supposed to be extras, but they not. I got that, yeah, that vinyl from the Dollar Tree, and there's a SKU number. I'm just going to cut me a piece off. They were 6, 4, and 2. Lousy, now I've forgotten. Good gravy. Anyway, I'm just going to put my vinyl on there, cut it off. Hey, if y'all are from Missi's channel, how are ye? I love all my subscribers. Y'all the best subscribers in the world. I tell everybody that. I ain't even going to tell you what I'm doing because y'all can see what I'm doing, but I got to talk and let you know what I'm doing. So, that piece, I'm painting it in that antique green, vintage green. It's right here, I'll tell you. I love that color, y'all. Love, love antique green. And then that one I'm going to paint in crimson red. And I took that Sharpie and I was going around the corners of my white boards to make, you know, make them pop. Look what I did. And I was like, oh my. Well, I'll just flip it over and use the other side. Whoop, did it again. Oops, I did it again. So anyway, I just painted over. And then if you take your Sharpie and do that, press down real hard so your Sharpie won't just flail about and go everywhere. I even went around the corners with the buffalo check on it. Excuse me. And on my Cricut, I printed out Joy to the World and Oh Holy Night. But my O was too small. I'm going to have to replace it. I don't know if I use permanent vinyl or semi-permanent. Or semi-permanent. Whatever. So, I'm putting Joy to the World on that one. My mama has her kitchen and stuff and dining room decorated in buffalo check. That can go to her house. Then Oh Holy Night, I'll just keep it right here with myself. Yeah. Yeah. So, anyway, I found that little cross in my little button things. And I thought, well, there you go. And I stained it with some antique wax. and I'm going to glue it to the holy, the holy board. The board that has the holy word on it. Anyway, and I'm going to take some of that white fern stuff. I love that stuff, y'all. I'm using tar. And that glittery, shiny green stuff. Oh, it's my last one. Anyway, put that on there and put some berries on there and put that little red bow on there. And I don't know what I put. Oh, I put a little brown button in the center of that. It's almost the same color as my cross there. And then on that one, I'm going to put 3 little stars and 1 big star. And I'm painting them on crimson Waverly chalk paint. And I'm gluing them all together there. Make it look like a little Christmas tree. I was just going to do 2 board stacks till I had them 2 little tiny pieces left over. And I thought that'd be perfect for the top of the tree. That's what's 2 inches. Yeah. And the bottom of the tree. I'm just little. There we go. Isn't that adorable? And it stands on its own. I think that's just the cutest thing. I sure do. I know. I want to make sure. Oh, there's the other one. Oh, holy night. I think that's pretty. And I love those colors together. I think that just turned out cute as can be. And you can't beat it for the price, y'all. I got these 2 jars from the Dollar Tree. It says, my sand. I don't know what it says. And I took some acetone and try to get it off. And y'all, that stuff, normally I have good luck with acetone, but it was like, dude, it was not coming off. Maybe y'all have better luck. So I had to take my razor blade and scratch all that off. I didn't know what I was going to do with those bottles, but I figured it out. I took those Christmas trees I got from Dollar Tree. It's got the little wood peg thing on the bottom of them. Round wood thing. And I took my 10 snips and I trimmed it down. Yep, trimmed it down until I could fit it down my bottle. Took my tweezers, stuck it down in there, making a ship in a bottle. Not a ship, but a Christmas scene. Got my funnel there, and that is my faux snow, a shiny one with Epsom salt mixed together in that baggie. And I'm putting some berries and some acorns in there with my Christmas tree. Oh, there's the berries. That was the acorns first. These turned out cute, y'all. I can't even believe I thought about that. I was like, I don't know what to do with these. And they've been sitting there collecting dust. Well, I found something to do with them. And then I put one of them little white fern pick things down in there. I told y'all I'm loving them. I had them last year, but I just didn't seem to appreciate them the way I do this year. And then I took my, I don't know what I'm going to do in there. But anyway, going to fill up my other bottle. It don't have a Christmas tree in it. I'm sorry, y'all. I need to get in there and drink. Oh, I took red glitter. And I was going to put a little bit in there just to kind of shine it up. Then, oops, I had a mishap and blurp. See, all that fell out. I was like, oh, no. So, anyway, I shook it all together. And I ended up taking red sequins and putting it in there. I'm like, well, since we got all that red, let's just continue with the red. And I put, you know that little pack of stuff they sold in the summer from Dollar Tree, that jazz? Well, I just put, it looks like little boxwood in there. And I'm putting those little white things that came in it in there. If you can't get them, just take something and cram it, shove it down in there. It's what I did. And what else did I put down in there? I don't know. I'm going so fast. Oh, put some red berries down. You have to have red berries because you got red glitter and red sequins. You know what I'm saying? These things turned out so... Look how cute that is. Oh, my goodness. That is so cute. Those would be good for a tiered tray. They'd be good to sit on a table. They'd be good for anything. Anyway, y'all, I got those little tag things from Dollar Tree. I think they're ornaments for little tiny Christmas trees. Do y'all ever wonder how I can talk so much and just keep going and going and finding stuff to say that's just nonsensical? Well, it's easy. Some people are haters, though, but that's all right with me. One woman said I rubbed her the wrong way. Oh, goodness. I was like, well, to my knowledge, I've never made her to rubber. Anyway, I should have said that. So anyway, I put some baker's twine on my little tag and did a lark's head knot so I could tie it around there and make it lie flat together. And took some of that green, like with that little bit of glittery pick. I don't know what that is. I have no clue, but it's beautiful, Dollar Tree. And what else did I do? Oh, put some little pip berries on there and one of them little white things, and that one was done. And then on this one, I tied a little gingham bow. And I put some pine cones, one on each side of it. Excuse me again. I'm rude. And there they are, y'all. Look at those. They're just so easy and so cute. And I never dreamed I'd get anything to fit down inside of them. You know what I'm saying? I did. I made it work. Just cram it. Remember, just cram it down in there. All right, y'all. I got that big bulb from the Dollar Tree. It's the biggest one they have, and there's a SKU number. I don't even know if y'all can see it. I can't see it, but I hope you can. And I got that burner melter thing. I don't know what it's called. I think it's in my Amazon stuff. I know I got it from Amazon. I just traced that bowl out there, and look, I melted that piece, that bulb off like butter. That thing wasn't that much. It comes with different blades. That one was the pencil-like blade on it. I think it was only $9, and I know $9 can be a lot sometimes. I do. I've been there. I know. Anyway, I'm going to take some hot glue and run around the edge and going to glue that sea salt faux snow in there. Got those little trucks from the Walmart. You ever notice people from the South mainly say the Walmart, the Dollar Tree, the Pick and Save, the Sam's, you know what I mean? It's always with the, we just don't say Walmart, you know, normally. I don't know why I'm telling you that, but whatever. So anyway, I went to pick this big chunk of glue off the top of my truck, and the whole dang plug come up. I mean, I was like, well, there you go. So I got the glue off, had to stick the plug back in it, painted my little truck black. Of course, me, I'm extra, and I'm going to paint my tree white, and I put little tiny dots in the middle of the tires. So anyway, I just talk. Anyway, so I got those little trees from the Dollar Tree, of course. You see how I tilted it there? It's so I can glue the tree up against the side of the bulb, but yet the base up the side of the bulb, and make my tree still stand straight, because everything was not going to set flat in there. Now, if I was y'all and y'all recreate this, I'd use green trees or something. The only reason I used white was because the back of the truck had a cream color one, and then I painted it white, and I'm like, well, let's go with white. I wish I would have done green, and I wish I just put a new tree in the back of my little truck here. So just going to glue the wheels down. Now, look, I had a devil of a time with this. I ain't going to lie. I took some Aleene's tack glue, put it in there because it dries clear. And I put me some faux snow in there. I even put the little balls in there and mix it around, you know, so it would stick to my glue. And I'm like, this is just, I'm having a devil of a time. I don't know what I'm pointing at. Oh, you could see that. And then I used that glue gun, which was turned on high temperature, which warped my bulb on the bottom. I'm like, oh, geez, this is not going well. Now, low temperature glue gun will work. You can do that. So I painted some Aleene's tacky glue in there. And that seemed to work. If I was y'all, I would glue my snow and stuff down first and then glue my other things in, because I could see those tree bases at the bottom and I didn't like it. So now I'm taking buffalo check ribbon and wrapping it around the corner of it. Well, not all the way around the front part of that bulb where I cut it open, because I couldn't stand to see that wood tree base in the bottom of my bulb. Anyway, gonna tack it down all the way around. And if you set it in a little bowl like that, it'll hold still so you can work with it. And when I got to the very top, I cut a little like V shape in it, so I could wrap it around the top of the bulb bumpy up thing where you put the hanger thing, that top part. I don't know what it's called. The hole, but yeah, just the hole. We'll call it the hole. I put a big hole in it. Look, y'all, I burnt myself this video more than I have in my lifetime, I think. Oh, right there. I didn't mean to show it, but I burnt skin off my pinky finger. Anyway, I took that, see, I talk so much I lose my voice. Took that red glitter ribbon and wrapped it around the top of my thing there, so that little piece that comes with it won't come out. Anyway, I'm going to make me a little tiny fluffy bow, and I took some gingham ribbon, and I took some white glitter ribbon, and I took some of that red glitter ribbon. I did her up, you guys. I did her up. Just like I do my bigger ones, it's just I did this in mini size, and I wrapped a chenille stem around the middle of it instead of a wire tie. And I took my chenille stem, wrapped it around my bulb hanger silver thingy. I dovetailed my, did I? I think I dovetailed my tails. I glued a little pine cone in the center of them there. Now I'm putting some greenery in there to break up that white with a little bit of black. And I also put some red berries in there. And I'm going to put little greenery around the top. There it is. Y'all, isn't that cute? I mean, it is cute. It needs more color. Because, look, you can't even hardly see the tree in the back of the truck. That's why it needs a green. It needs green trees, and I think that would be perfect, y'all. I think it's adorable. Yes, I do. All right, got one of them signs there from the Dollar Tree. I already pulled that humpy word off, you know, that sticks up out there. Took my glue stick. Excuse me. Took some of that candy cane paper from Hobby Lobby. And I got that last year when it was on sale. I don't like it's not on sale anymore. Painted my frame in crimson Waverly chalk paint, my favorite Christmas red color. Jesse gonna get up to help me cut it. Anyway, just cut it out with my X-Acto knife after it dries a little bit. And bam, gonna burn some hot glue around it. Stick it back down in there. Voila. Oh, and then if you get any extra glue, take your spatula. Those are courtesy of Miss Shelly Craig, y'all. Those are my Scrabble letters. I'm so happy to get those. I'm going to tell you what about these. I think this is cute, but here was my problem. I think I'll show you later, but if I was to redo it, and y'all redo it, I would take tumbling tower blocks and put my letters on those. Probably two, to raise them up, because I think that those were too flat down to the background. You understand what I'm saying? So I would raise them up with, yeah, tumbling tower blocks or something under there. And I'm going to take my jingle bells. I love these jingle bells because they look different than the other ones. And I took a red one and put red and white baker's twine. Took the silver one and put black and white baker's twine. Excuse me. Yeah, you see how, and I was so excited to use those letters, but you see how flat they're laying down in there? I know y'all's like, I think it's fine. Probably, I don't know, you might not like it either. But to me, it bugs me. It bugs me. It eats out my. And I'm just going to glue my balls down in there. And, yeah, I guess I'm going to show you. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm petting it. Got that ribbon from Walmart, y'all. That is beautiful. It's in their Christmas ribbon, too. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm just going to do a little awareness bow. I'm sorry, y'all. My allergy and sinuses just kill me. Anyway, do a little awareness bow. Sorry, get a drink. I tie up the middle up with baker's twine. I wrap it around it a few good times. Double knot it. Angle the ends. I thought I was going to use that little striped ribbon I pulled off a reindeer, but I didn't use it. See, there's why I said you ought to use tumbler tower blocks. I always get ahead of myself. And I'm just going to take some greenery, some of those pine tree wrap-arounder fixer-uppers, some of that white fern stuff, again, y'all, some more greenery, and I'm just going to fill up my little box there. I think this is just so cute. I should have put it on a stand. I like putting those little signs on stands. Y'all have seen me do it a million times if you've been with me a while. Hey, to all my new subscribers, what's up? Anyway. And to my old-timers. See, I hate when I do that. Anyway, I love y'all. Each and every one of y'all. And I truly do. Anyway, gonna put me some berries in there. Sorry. I've had too much Mountain Dew today. You can't even see my B. It looks like Jingle Ales. But you see how I took the E and used the same E for jingling bells? Oh, y'all. Got that from the Walmart. I love that thing. Love it. I'm going to buy as many of them as I can find so I can send some to some people, some winners. Anyway, I'm going to cut everything out. I mean, cut it out because that background was like brown and gray and I knew I could not match it. And I'm going to take my X-Acto knife and cut around those little people, everything. And then I'm going to fussy cut around it like that, cutting real close, fussing with it. And if you take your X-Acto knife and cut out the center of your A and P and stuff like that, it works out so much better. And I got me a piece of foam board there, y'all. Excuse me. My table's huge. I got it so piled up that that foam board's hanging over a little bit. And I'm just going to cut it, flip it, and finish cutting it. That's what I'm saying because it's hanging over so much. I don't know the sizes. I'll have to tell y'all the size. I cut it. There we go. There you go, Kathy Joe. 14.5 by 20. Yeah. So, there you go. I can't believe I remembered to do it. There, I was just trying to figure out how I wanted. I actually thought I wanted, like, that's landscape, isn't it? I wanted portrait style, but I ended up cutting my board too small. I should have glued everything on there first. So I just put me down some Mod Podge, put my little people down there. At the same thing. Look, you can use that join piece. You don't have to use the rest of it. You could put that join piece on those little blocks or anything like that. There's so many things you can do with things like that. I used those wall art things from the Dollar Tree and like that, those window clings, and cut them out. They look good, and you got words. But I wanted the whole thing to go together because I liked it that much. I love that little church, that little family, that little boy and girl, and that mom and daddy, and the North Star, and them just going to church, and praise be to Jesus, and joy and peace, and Merry Christmas. Yeah, it had all that jazz on there, and I love that. I love it, love it, love it, love it, a lot. There's my Merry Christmas now, y'all. I only did so much fuss cutting around that Merry Christmas because it got difficult. And I got those boards there from Home Depot for free. They were in a barrel. They was going to throw them away. And I'm like, y'all, I think I got what? $1, $2 in this whole entire project. I'm like, you know, because I think that window cling was 98 cents. It might have been $1.98. If it was, I got $3 in this big old giant picture, and it does not look like it's foam board or window cling and some free boards from the Home Depot. Anyway, I just measure them out, and I glue my thing down. Now, here's why I messed up. I glued it a little crooked there because I burnt the snap right out of my turtle. Anyway, whoo, dog, skin came off my finger. So I'm just going to measure out there to see the length I need to cut those. And I got a wee little teeny tiny gap on that one where I burnt myself and made it crooked. It's driving me crazy. That little piece, I still got almost a whole piece, 3/4 piece of that left. That cut both sides. That's how big them were. They were long and got them for free. And I'm just going to glue them down to my frame right there. Yep, and I think this just came out so pretty. I just do. I really do. I hope y'all like it as much as I do. I just don't know. Just sometimes things, you know what I mean? Just things you just don't imagine just hit you. I'm just talking. There's where I had my little gap. And look, that one was, it was off because I burnt myself. Anyway, I put some black paint on it with a paintbrush, and then I took a wet wipe, and I just wiped all around it, kind of give it like a stained old look, you know what I mean? I wanted to look old, and yeah, this thing just turned out amazing. My Mod Podge is still wet. Look, I got that big saw out, and I chopped that end off right there. And those are those beads, courtesy of Miss Shelley Craig, and I'm going to use them as my hanger. Now, I didn't put no pretties on there and stuff like that, and maybe I should have, but I thought the picture was worth 1,000 words. Anyway, I put that, some of them beads off so I could have some string, hot glued it down, tied a knot in that string, put a tumbling tower block down. There you are, y'all. There it is. Look, my pod's still wet on it. And I think that just is so pretty. I do. Oh, my goodness, I love it. Looking at it, I just love it. Y'all's probably like, she is crazy. Oh, y'all. So, here's everything, and y'all just saw that. But look, at the end of this video, I showed y'all how I made my Christmas trees. And Jessie playing in the mud hole. That devil got in the mud hole, and I thought I was going to kill her. It's hard to see the mud on her because of her black fur. But, y'all, she was a mess. It was all up her belly, her legs, all over her face. Dug a hole in the yard in muddy. Oh, it was a disaster. Okay, y'all. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here. Big hugs. Mwah. Okay, y'all. You're going to want to lay a silicone mat down. I got that little tiny silicone pot holder there from the Dollar Tree. And got me some skewer sticks. Now, there's that white fern. Y'all's been like, if she says white fern one more time, I'm going to choke her neck. I cut off the big pieces. And the first piece, I'm going to put hot glue down the center of it. and then glue my skewer stick to it. I started to do something different. I changed it. You'll see me remove those. Now, don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm hot gluing the rest of it down, making sure it sticks real good, I reckon. You know me, I don't know. I just do things, and I just keep doing them, and... Oh, so I take another piece, and I glue it right down the center and lay it on there. I didn't want to glue my little pieces coming out because I wanted them to look kind of natural and wonky and everywhere. Now, Heavenly Days. Oh my goodness. I think, y'all, that I put 4 pieces of that fern, the big pieces on the front. And then to do the back, you turn around and put, because you got the one that is glued. Oh, you put 3 pieces on the back, and then you can squeeze 2 more in on the side. But I'll show you here. I just keep layering it up. Well, it's according to how thick you want your tree. You know what I mean? How big and bushy you want your tree. And look at it. Ain't it precious? Aggravating thing. I don't know what I'm doing. I hope y'all can see what I'm doing and know that I'm building a tree. Oh, goodness. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm not explaining it very well. I'm actually not explaining anything. I'm sitting here laughing. Anyway, Jessie threw me off, I reckon. I'm going to blame her. There she is again. See? Oh, my goodness. She's something else. Oh, well, that one was done. I'm so sorry. Oh, no. I'm the worst, to say the least. I'll have to do another one and show y'all. If y'all need me to redo it, I will. That was a mess. Anyway, I take those pine pick things from the Dollar Tree, the ones you get in a bag for $1, 12 of them for $1. And I glued 4 of them, believe it or not, to that one little skewer stick. All the way around that bad boy. I just keep adding the glue and adding the glue. But, you see, it's too long there at the bottom, obviously. I need some wood sticking out the bottom of it. So, I cut that off there and made it shorter. And I know it just looks like, well, you could make you just a skinny tree like that, I reckon. Anyway. Oh, so then, after you get all 4 pine things there, glued all around your little skewer, you start clipping a bunch of pieces off. Now, you can make them long as short as you want. You can make them come out real far and be a real big tree. You can get you one of them big giant skewers and just go to town and make your own Christmas tree in your house. I'd suggest a dowel rod or maybe a mop handle or something. But, yeah, make your own Christmas tree. You know how many of those packs of that stuff you'd have to buy. Anyway, you cut them off, sorry, and you glue the tip of them and just keep sticking them in there and angling them, outwards and upwards, and just keep building on it and building on it. And I don't know. I think I used I got the 4 around it, and I think I cut up maybe 4. And, but like I said, you can do it different. Yours is going to come out different because, and then I glue like, after I push them out, prong them out, and make them stick out, I take another piece that's longer to that section and glue it right in the center. And then just keep building on it, and building on it, and building on it, until you end up with a Christmas tree, y'all. Oh, Christmas tree. This is a Kathy tree. Oh, Kathy tree. Oh, Kathy tree. Oh, how confused you're making me. Anyway. Yeah, just keep it going. And then you're going to take the 4 tips up there when you're done. I don't know why I didn't do it in the beginning. And glue those 4 together. Hold them together there until they dry. And that makes your point on your tree. Probably, if you put the skewer stick on the pointy end, that would work better, but not me. I put it the other way so I could jab myself multitude of times. And you just trim it down, and then you flip it over and just build off the other side and stick them out, and you got a whole bottle brush tree. If you don't, oh, and then I took Rust-Oleum linen white chalk paint and I flocked it. But if y'all need me to do this again, let me know, because I am the worst. And then with that fern one, I did the same thing. I start cutting off pieces and sticking it out and making it come out, you know what I mean? Like the same way I did the pine one. Just glue the bottom, cutting them down, glue the bottoms of them and sticking them outwards, and it came out looking like, you flip it over, you do the back side, and you got yourself a Christmas tree. Oh, yes, you do. And look how pretty them are. I didn't flock that one, obviously, because it's already got stuff all over it. And then that one, I don't know why, but I hadn't made it. See, this all was stuff I filmed last week. But I just took them pine picks and pulled them off and took 4 of them. And I glued 2 on the front and 2 on the back. And you got a bottle brush tree right there, y'all. That's all it took. That simple. And you got a bottle brush tree. And then you can flock it if you want. You know what I mean? Heck, you could put 6 or 8 on there and make it a big old tree. What did you do? Oh my. What did you do? Let me see. Oh, so you dug a hole in the water and played in a mud hole. And you want to go back in my house. Oh, Daddy don't want you either.
No.
Daddy don't want you either. You done went and made a mess.
No.
Jessie Jane. Jessie. Let me see you. Let me see your legs. Stop. Stop a minute. Oh. What did you do? You're going to help me clean this.